So I really was a social media mobile marketing. What we're looking at today is social media marketing as a whole. 3 years ago, I would have told you that there was no such thing as B2B marketing within social media. That changed in 2018. So many things changed in 2018. Sears filed bankruptcy. Bill Cosby became a rapist. Bruce Jenner became a chick. 2018 brought about huge change. Here's Sears, once the number one employer in the world, number one publisher in the world. They were on the internet 11 years with CBS, a combined little effort with CBS on a little show, internet service provider called Prodigy. They had everything there 11 years before Amazon. Now they're gone. So it's changed. 2018 brought a lot of change. To really go and understand what we have here, I got to go back a little history. Now, if I click this, will it be the commercial? Oh. First TV commercial ever, 1941. Ta-da! All right, there we go. Golden age of radio. Everybody, TV will never take off. Why would you want to sit and watch something? Well, people were sitting around a radio, but you could work while you listen to a radio. Well, 9% of the people owned TVs in 1950. By 1962, 92% of the people owned TVs. And the marketers had begun to learn what to do. What you saw earlier was not a TV ad. It was a radio ad they put on TV. Because at that time, the marketers, the advertisers, had to learn new language. Much like I have been struggling with Spanish for the last 68 days. I wake up with headaches. I have constant headaches. And those are good things. They're not bad things. It's because my brain is growing. I'm pushing my brain to do new things. And for some of you in this room, particularly those over 35, you're going to experience that. Things started happening around this time. The commercials came on. We abandoned the radio. Everybody started watching TV. The commercials were cheap and effective. There's not many people were using them yet. They didn't understand them, but they were cheap and effective for everybody. Even B2B, I remember as a kid sitting in front of a TV set, watching some of the commercials back in the day on the Meet the Press moments and stuff like that were all business to business related. Never understood why I was watching. Didn't understand the term B2B at that time. But around that time, things began to change. Right here, texting took off. 1995, texting came into cell phones. And by 2007, texting was more popular than talking on the phone. And then somebody figured out, hey, let's send a picture on the phone. Bam. Beginning of mobile porn. Now, what happened here is something very unusual, is that our attention now started to move away from the TV. As I sat up there and I watched today, people during the presentation, you're checking your phone. During the break, the first thing everybody did, check their phone. 10 years ago, the first thing a person did when they got out of bed in the morning was go to the bathroom. 10 years forward to today, 85% of the people check their phone before they get out of bed. The phone has literally got so much attention from us that we are looking at it over our body functions. Over 90% of the people take their cell phone into the bathroom with them. So, but our attention span kind of began to shrink around this time. Our brains began to change a little bit. Our immediate concentration went down from 20 seconds, 15 seconds. Like commercial comes on, you got 15 seconds to catch your attention, or it loses you. Our attention went down to 8 seconds. To give you a quick idea of that, I hate PowerPoint, but every fiber of my being. We skipped something, but don't worry about it. I got it. But our attention span went down to that of a goldfish. Literally, a goldfish that has a short attention span of 9 seconds. Here we are at 8. They say we are capable of concentrating for 20 minutes. I personally can do 20 minutes. I do a lot of effort to make sure that I do. Yesterday, I took a small dose of psilocybin mushrooms. This morning, I got up 2 cups of coffee, 20 milligrams of Adderall. I'm good for 20 minutes. All right, so around that time of 2007, if I'd have gone to anybody in this room and said, hey, I'm going to go put a camera and a microphone in your bedroom, what do you think? You thought I was crazy. 2007, in a Mark Zuckerberg. All of a sudden, every woman in the world's got a laptop computer with a camera and a microphone in their bedroom. We carry them in our pockets. And Zuck's done a lot for us, and I love Zuck. The one thing I hope Zuck has taught us is there is no more privacy. The moment you learn that privacy is dead, the happier you will be in your life. Please remember that. He's the one that taught us that. He got in a lot of trouble last year. There's my goldfish. With a 9-second short, with a 9-second attention span. So the social media thing came around with Zuck. He brought it in. LinkedIn came in some time ago. Make sure I got my stats here. It's the #1 B2B site right now in the world. 50% of all business-to-business stuff is happening on LinkedIn. The conversion rate for an ad on LinkedIn is 3 times higher than Facebook and all the other platforms. 500 million users, 250 million monthly. What I like about this right here, it's only 3 million monthly share. That means if you're posting a video out there or a comment on your Facebook thing, people are seeing it. Because it's so little. People are just running through, checking their Facebook, throwing a like out here and there. Checking their LinkedIn. For God's sake, don't turn LinkedIn to Facebook. People are trying. It's not a dating app. So it's information is out there and it's getting read and functions. So Facebook, yes, no, or maybe. I want to tell you some yeses on this. Every major company in the world is on it. Every major employee for every major company is on it. Facebook can help you market directly to, this is just some of the things I love. Huh? LinkedIn. LinkedIn can help you market, and they have, so you have 61 million senior level executives on there, 40 million decision makers on there. 50% of the B2B starts right here. All right. You got to learn how to do this stuff. How do you learn to do this? I was lucky enough to go to Facebook Boost because they thought I was still the CEO of a company, and they spent about $200,000 training 200 people how to do the Facebook advertising. So I kind of got curious, how do you do the LinkedIn advertising? Well, guess what? LinkedIn will train you for free. Now, I'm very important in what I'm saying. They will train you. I really don't think this is something that you need to pawn off on your employees because there's so much bullshit being taught out there. I see ads all the time. I'm a guru. I'm a thought leader. Whenever I see a thought leader, tribe member, tribe leader, that's just red flags. And I saw it in Greenville. The real big tribe leader and social media people were not at the Facebook thing. So, but LinkedIn can do all this stuff. And they can train you to market. And one of the things they market to that I love is you can market to a company. You want to market to every person in GE. You want to market to somebody in the industry, the size of a company. You can market to alumni of schools. You can market to a specific function, skill, group, age. You can do all that. And they also do a little thing called lookalike audience, which I'm going to talk about immediately in the next part, because I just find it one of the most fascinating things in marketing that I don't think happened 10 years ago. I love it. But LinkedIn, get on it, learn to use it. I follow a guy named Jason Primo, Advanced Manufacturing. He's got something on there 3 days a week. The neat stuff about LinkedIn is you get to look at all of it. When you post something, even if you're not advertising, you're posting something, you can look and go see who analyzed your stuff, who looked at it. In his case, he's B2B government. He's a god of war. He's a beautiful young man. He's a god of war. He builds everything from jet engines, missile parts, to automatic weapons. And he can go through, click a button, and see government contract, private contract. It tells you right down who's looking at his stuff. It gives you great access to monitor stuff, and you're doing it at a very reasonable price. Facebook. This is the one that 71% of the people that are on it check it every day. 51% of the people that are on it check it multiple times a day, and those 51% check it on average 8 times a day. 50% of the people only use their cell phone to do this. All right, so when you run an ad, or I hate calling it ads, you're not doing ads anymore, you're doing content. When you're doing social media marketing, you're no longer doing the commercial between the shows. You are doing the shows. You've got to get away from that. You are running an 8 to 15 second show on all your ads for LinkedIn and Facebook and wherever else you want to use. So they got a lot of problems with the government, privacy issues. Great. That's really good stuff because it scared all the big companies out from advertising with it. You can still get on Facebook and touch people, 1,000 or 2,000 people for $7 to $10 with your ad. When Mercedes, Rolex, some of the bigger companies figure that out, that's going to disappear. Much like the keywords I used to buy when I was on Google, when I was doing Google at a nickel. Then they went to a dime. Then big companies figured out what I was doing, and I had to bid $5. I should have just dumped money into it when it was cheaper. And that's what I kind of think we ought to be doing now for those who will do it. If you're worried about your data, I want you to know Facebook owns gobs of companies. They already have your data. They got all the data you need. They don't know it's yours. They might know it's yours, but they want to compile your data to make it good for you. And they want to grab all the data they have and compile it and make it good for you. They were very adamant on that. They want to make the advertising experience as good as possible for you so you will give them money. I love the straightforwardness of what they were talking about. They use a lot of AI in their stuff. They're out finding people. So you're entering your email addresses. It's going to a third party to match and do lookalikes. 24 hours. AI gets involved. And what happens is they figure out your demographic. You might not even know your demographic. You might not even know where your 90% of a business you're doing might be coming out of one zip code and you hadn't realized it yet. But they're going to analyze all your data, come back with this wonderful lookalike audience, this database. You give them a database. I think you need 100 emails. Or you can give them a whole lot. The more data, the more better. But I would prefer you give them the list of your best employees. Because that's the demographics you want them to duplicate. Now, they'll send you back, I think 10,000 contacts. Broad demographic. These people are in your demographic. You don't, and they tell you repeatedly, do not advertise to that demographic. You can adjust the scale. Adjust that scale all the way over to 1 to 2%. People in that top 1 to 2% are in your top 1 to 2% of your demographic. That's your sniper rifle marketing, that I like to call it. You're really targeting the person you want. If you had one person that you knew that you wanted to buy, and you wanted to pay $10 a day to have an ad stuck in front of that one person, these people are helping you find that one person. And you're still touching these people for not much money. I think somebody looking at a $5,000 or $10,000 marketing campaign for people that I look at in CBI would be huge. Huge. I think that you could start off doing this stuff for $20, $30, $40, maybe even $500. If you really want to go crazy and have $1,000 and throw at it, and you say you don't have $1,000, meet me later, and I'll tell you how to go home and sell some of your shit so you can get $1,000 to do it. Because I guarantee you, you're just like me. You got $1,000 worth of stuff in the house you don't need. But it's phenomenal. But they showed us so many things. Showed us these massive, beautiful commercials. And they were very adamant on one thing. Who in here has a cell phone? I mean, iPhone users. Well, good for you. Guess what? You don't need one. Okay? iPhone users, God. 80% of the users that use phones in the world are using Androids. Google, Facebook, all these guys know that. The apps I'm going to show you work on Android. So in the back of your head, no one's saying right now but an iPhone user, if it works on Android, it'll work better on an iPhone. I know you saying it, and that may be true. apps are normally free. They're very simple. I'm going to give you 2 today just to play with. I did one a minute ago upstairs, just while a thing was going on, and posted it on Facebook. And I think we already had 60 or 70 likes in 10 minutes. It took me, I don't know, 30, 45 seconds. The learning curve on this stuff is fast. It's not days. It's not even, in some cases, it's not even hours. In some cases, the learning curves are very, very short, 2 to 3 minutes. You're downloading stuff to YouTube. You're adding music. By the way, you got to have unlicensed music. If you're going to have music in the background, because they'll pull it off immediately if you don't have good music. Where do you get your music? You go into Google and you type in unlicensed music, or you go to YouTube, unlicensed music. They have a huge, huge list of stuff that'll suit your style. Facebook wants to train you to do this. How do you do that? You go to Google, the first most powerful search engine, and you type in Facebook Blueprint. It will take you there. You log in with your Facebook account. You will go through some very rudimentary stuff. They want you to understand it from the bottom up, all the way up. And you take test and test and test, and after a while, lo and behold, you go, ta-da! You become Facebook certified. It takes 5, 10 hours at max. But that's something I don't think you need to pawn off on people. I think it's something you need to do so you can see, so you will be able to detect the BS when you're dealing with people. All right, intertrain you do all of this stuff right here. What's our next thing up here? I'm talking fast. I'm a 3rd generation auctioneer, and I only got 20 minutes to do. Well, I got 2 minutes now to finish 36 minutes of material. So I mean, I've got 1 and 1.5, 2, 2, 2.5, 3. So we're going to pick it up just a little touch. YouTube is next. You can do some advertising on YouTube. YouTube was started February 1st in 2008 because some Google engineers wanted to see Janet Jackson's wardrobe malfunction, and they couldn't find it. And at that point, they said, we're going to start our own company where a place people can dump their videos, and we can go back and watch it. So another thing, remember the cell phone deal? YouTube, it was basically the inspiration after the Super Bowl 38. Facts and numbers. 5 billion videos watched today. Look at all those great numbers. 50% of it's on mobile. It's up day after day, year after year after year. It's going. You can do a quick video and put it on YouTube, and it's out there forever. And it's not what you're thinking about. Production value is the last thing that people want. Fun and entertaining is what people watch. Real and authentic, creative, informative. All of those are above 51%. If you could find a combination of that 4, you got something going on. Personally relevant, inspiring. Production value is less than 32%. Going out and meeting Joe on the work floor, who's worked with you for 30 years, and saying hello to Joe and wishing him a happy birthday on a video, putting it out on YouTube, or even putting it on an ad and saying, we here at Avail Manufacturing want to wish John a happy birthday, and you put $5 on it, and he goes home and he sees that ad on profile. You put a $5 ad and reach out to people and let everybody know that your company loves John. It's really not rocket science. Don't worry about all the production value. I'm going to try and give you a couple apps here. I think I'm at that point. My wife wrote my notes down for me last night. She did it so wonderfully. It's so organized. It's hard to go through because it's not like my chaos. These 2 right here. The one on my left here is Quick. Q-U-I-K, Quick. It is free. You can do a video on it. You can do pictures. You put them together. It does all the fading, the blending, the bonding. You literally can open that app, sign in, and in less than 60 seconds, you can do an entire overview of your company by taking 10 or 20 photos, hitting it, and downloading that into YouTube, and it'd be done in 30 minutes. Or you can take that same ad, and you, by the way, you want to do it for mobile. Let's make it square, because 50% of the users in Facebook right now are mobile users. Make it mobile friendly, and you can test it out. And you can throw that ad. I've done it several times with Boga Noche. And every time I do it, I have success. I'm getting ready to do a huge one coming up because I'm a month out. But ticket sales are so good that I'm just debating, do I want to throw an ad out there to see if I can do it? But very easy. This second one is video shop. You do a 5-minute talk, and it's too long. You shorten it. You can add titles to it, make it look all professional. All done on a phone. It's all done while you're sitting there. This is not hours of learning curve. I suggest get the camera out, go play with your kids, and take pictures, and I guarantee you in a week you will be experts at both of these. And if you don't know how to use both of these, go to YouTube and type in, how do I use Quick? How do I use Video Shop? How do I do B2B marketing on Facebook? How do I do B2B marketing on LinkedIn? Last week I had a problem with the door on my van. I have a luxury minivan. I love my minivan. The door went down. I went up and did a look. I have a problem with the minivan. YouTube not only showed me how to fix it, they had a video of how to fix my exact model of van. Same color.